Hello, everyone, and welcome to Isaac News today, where we are here to spread the news, spread sunshine, and celebrate Mother's Day early. And as you might notice, my set looks a little different tonight. That is because when you live in Texas, you have two air conditioners, and um, sorry, we got a bit of a loop going on right now. Uh, Yes, good evening, friends. Thank you, Al, for being here tonight. This is great. We are celebrating Mother's Day. One of our air conditioners is on the fritz, which just so happens to be where my normal studio is. So this is a makeshift setup, so you can get a little preview of the rest of the house. And we're just going to hop right into it. And since we're talking about Mother's Day, I think what we're going to be doing is talking about the origin of Mother's Day. And my source for tonight comes from Grammarly.com. The origin of Mother's Day started in 1905. It was created by no other than Anna Jarvis. The same year after her mother passed, she fought to make sure that mothers had a holiday so that way they could be honored. And Woodrow Wilson made it official in 1914 that it would be on the second Sunday of May. And we've celebrated it ever since. Thank you, Woodrow Wilson. Thank you, Anna Jarvis. So, let's get into the dojo here, and we'll start off with your questions, grasshoppers. Make sure, again, remember, guys, that you can get this. Sorry, one second. There we go. 18 responses, you tricky devils, because before I started, there was 10. Okay. All right, well, we're just going to get right into it. Our first question of the evening comes from Marlon Perkins, who is just sharing. How many teeth does a crocodile lose and then regrow in their lifetime? A, 300, B, 3,000, or C, 30,000? The answer is in the next question. So get your answers in, my friends. Let's see. How many teeth does a crocodile lose and then regrow? 300 seems too few to me, and 30,000 sounds ridiculous. So I'm going to say B, but y'all make sure you get yours ready. Also, hang on, since it is Mother's Day, I want you all to know, first off, I do have my beautiful mother here with me. I have the honor of having her right next to me. But when I asked her, would you do the show, she said, please make my Mother's Day gift that I don't have to be on camera. So that is what I'm trying to do. So if any of y'all have questions, please let them know, and I will turn the microphone so that way you can hear her answer. With that, we'll get right back to it. So I would say B. Anna says A. Good, Anna. Let's see what we got. Okay, Marlon, let's see your answer. The answer is B. Woo! 3,000. Crocodiles have teeth always pushing the teeth out. I'm going back to college to become a Cayman dentist. Thanks for your show. All the animal kingdom loves it. I'm glad they do. It is a pleasure for the animal kingdom. Alf, you say D. That wasn't even an option. All right. From Galaxy. Oh, Cindy, you're so sweet. We want to see your sweet mother. She is beautiful. She is beautiful, and I don't know why doesn't accept that truth. But she just might appear on camera later. So let's get right into the question from Galaxy. Stitch is one of my favorite characters as well. You quoted a few movies last week, so I was wondering, what is your favorite movie quote? There are just far too many. And I think what I would say off the bat is... Okay, hang on. I'll see if you guys can guess the movie. Good thing we're allies, right? Duck. I love that one so much. Or, but I was watching you, and you were watching me. I'm afraid we've both been played for fools. Then when he's accused of being a liar, he's like, oh, I thought one of our promises was we would never lie to each other. I love that whole series of movies. Two different quotes from there. I don't know. I think, yeah, there's just so many good ones. Hang on, Mom, do you have any ones you like? She wasn't expecting that. No movie quotes?
I'll think about it.
She'll think about it, people. All right, we'll get to it. From Book Lover. Welcome to the show, Book Lover. I heard you are writing a book. What is it about? Where can people buy a copy? Thank you for asking. Alf, name those movies. No, you name those movies. That's the whole point. You just asked for movie quotes, not what movies. And those two come from the same series, so if you get one, you'll get the other. So I want to see if people can figure that out. But from Book Lover, my book is about two brothers competing to reassemble an ancient artifact that can open a portal to a mystical land. And it's very fun. I hope to make it a series, but got to start somewhere. Where can people buy a copy? I don't know yet because I haven't settled on a publisher or if I'm going to self-publish. If y'all have any suggestions for publishing books, that would be great. I'm still working on the manuscript, though. So thank you for your question. I love talking about it. From Fred F. Stone, I'm designing a car, and it is only powered by my big feet and my legs. The problem is I can't run air conditioning because of the lack of actual motor. Do you think it would be okay to use a thin roof in case my pet wants to push his head out of the roof and I put my child on it to watch a drive-in movie? That way I have room for my rack of dino ribs and some Brano burgers. Or should I tell Mr. Slate he needs to start a company bowling team? Thanks. Wilma and my daughter, and I love the show. Thank you. Anna, spoiler. Yes, thank you. And Catherine, that sounds like a neat book. Thank you. I liked the premise. I found these artifacts in... Well, they're not real artifacts. These weird canes that in a Savannah seashell store. And that's where this idea sprung from. I'm like, I wonder what the story is behind there. And then I made it up. So, yeah, it's been a wild ride. But to answer your question, Fred Flintstone, always start a bowling team. And no, I would not want to push a car with my bare feet. Also, I think my mom wants to answer what her favorite movie quotes are. So let's get right to it. Well, hang on. We lost sound. Is it back? No. Testing. I twisted the mic. It's muted or something. We didn't... Hang on, wait, is it back? Can you guys hear me? Okay, hang on. My mom said her favorite quote is, "You can't handle the truth." There it is. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Yeah, I gotta stop twisting the mic. The cord came loose. Thank you, though. But, all right. So, mom's favorite quote, "You can't handle the truth." That is a good one. We didn't hear mom's quote. Yep, there we go, Anna. You can't handle the truth. And actually, let's hear mom say it. You want to say it, mom? Give your best one.
You can't handle the truth.
Yeah, I like that. That's good. Isn't she beautiful, people? So from Would You Rather go into the past and meet your ancestors or into the future and meet your great-grandchildren? That's deep. I want my mom to answer this one too, but I'll give a quick answer for that. I think I would rather go to the past because if I go to the future and I don't like it, then it's basically going to be sealed because I'll be spending my life not being authentic. So...
I agree.
Yeah, you'd rather go to the past too?
Well, I'd love to meet my future grandchildren, but I wouldn't want to mess up their future.
Exactly. Or what if you go to the future and you find out not only do you not have great-grandchildren, no one remembers you? That would be horrifying. And it's like, what? Oh, Kim, you'd rather see your great-grandchildren for sure? That's good. Alfie, you say the future too. And Anna says, my mom is such a cutie. Yes, she is. She sure is. Oh, thank you, guys. So, from Mad Scientist, if you could combine two animals, what would it be? Oh, yes, Catherine says the past. Yeah, I like the past, too. Like, I'd like to go back and see my Grandpa John, because he died when I was very young. So I'd like to be able to sit down and talk with him, because I've been told I'm just like him. So I'd really like that. Or I'm similar, yeah. Okay, so from Mad Scientist, two animals combined, what would it be? They would cross a centipede and a chicken because my family loves drumsticks. We would have them to spare. I like that. Now, hang on. If you crossed a centipede and a chicken, would it be a centichicken or a chickenpede? I'm not sure. But
Chickpea.
A chickpede? Oh, a chickpea. I could see that. I like that. Ooh, gosh, that's really tough right out of the blue, but I think I would want to cross like an electric eel and a dog. Because then that would be like the world's best guard dog. All you would have to do is like send it in and it could just stun everyone. So I would like that. Or a dolphin and a bat. Just imagining the tricks that could do. What two animals would y'all combine? Are there any you'd want to combine, Mom? Two animals?
You keep putting me on the spot.
Well,
Well, my two favorites are a horse and a dog, so maybe.
ooh, a hog or a dorse.
Not a hog. I do not like hogs.
No, I mean combining a horse and a dog. If you combine the names, it could be a hog or a dorse. Hang on, y'all. Someone crossed a chicken and centipede in a show. They did? Oh, sweet. I gotta look that up. Thanks, Sarah. Okay. So from Jeannie. Love this Friday night program. If you were granted 3 wishes without wishing for more wishes, what are your top 3 wishes? And like Aladdin, the genie cannot kill anyone, make anyone fall in love, or bring people back from the dead. Oh, Alf says he would cross a kitten and a puppy. How cute would that be? It could be cute, but then it would be, to me, I would picture a dog with attitude, or suddenly a really loving cat. And that just, I don't know. Ooh, Sarah, good combination. Lizard and a bat to make a dragon. Why didn't I think of that? That's brilliant. Okay, but for Jeannie, my 3 wishes, an infinite supply of money, because although money can't buy happiness, it definitely can buy opportunity. So I would go with that. Then I would use that money, well, hang on, whatever. Money, I would wish for a mansion that I wouldn't have to pay taxes on, and an invisibility cloak, or the ability, actually, hang on, my mom had a good one, I can't believe I forgot this. What I would like to do is, I'd wish for a professional acting career. That would be good. But I'd be willing to do hard work. Oh, Sarah says the show where they crossed the chicken and centipede is Turbo Fast. I can't remember the episode, though. That's okay, thank you. What would y'all wish for? And actually, Mother, what would you wish for? 3 wishes.
I would wish for my family all to live in the same place, so I wouldn't have to miss them so much. Mm-hmm. I would wish for fun things. I definitely would wish everyone would come to the saving knowledge of Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's a good one.
But for something fun, yeah, it'd be nice to have a fun mansion with pool and bowling alley, all that good stuff.
She's smart, y'all. I can't believe it. Okay, I can believe it. Just, it's like, oh yeah, I get my smarts from somewhere. Before I was Life Sensei, I was just Isaac. And before there was Isaac, there was my mom, Lorene. So, okay, from Socks. What is one of the most valuable lessons your mom has ever taught you? I just said it today when I was thinking about this. Haste makes waste. There are way too many to do, but haste makes waste is the one I find myself repeating the most when I'm going super fast or I break a plate or something, because that still happens. She's so kind and shows so much grace. But haste makes waste is still a phrase I hear today, and I'm now repeating to more people than I ever thought I would have. And it's true. When you're going too fast, you end up wasting things. Do you have anything you would like to share from lessons from your mom?
She always wanted us to remember how blessed we were, mm-hmm. and to not be complainers, but I have failed that test many a time.
What? Okay, no. All right, y'all, you comment, what is one of the most valuable lessons your mom has ever taught you? Dante says mine would be a genie with the ability to grant more wishes. I like that. And Sarah says to see a real dragon, to see accurate movies or shows for my favorite books. Oh, that would be good. The only problem I have with, like, seeing books as they're shown, to do that, would they have to take, like, how long it takes for us to read a book? Like 10 hours or whatever? I don't know. Andrew says, break a plate. Oddly specific. Love Andrew. Yes, when I visited my brother, I broke a plate. I'm sorry, Anna. Thank you for being so kind. and merciful. Dad says he'd like broccoli to taste like donuts. 2, candy is not fattening. And 3, cauliflower to be outlawed.
Oh, no.
Yeah, my mom loves cauliflower, and my dad hates it, yet they make it work. Anyway, but Catherine says one of the most valuable lessons her mom ever taught her was to appreciate each season of life. My mom keeps telling me that, and I just can't listen for some reason. I'm trying, though. Haste makes waste. Yes, there it is. Okay, we'll take a brief break for that to go to our philosophy phrase of the day, which, guys, I was looking for so many mother quotes, and there were so many, like, the only love that I believe to be true is the love a mother has for her children. And it was really hard to pick just one, but the one I settled on was this quote: "Being a mother is an attitude, not a biological relation." And that just spoke volumes to me, because I think many times with Mother's Day, we get that in our head, and it's just incorrect. You don't have to be related to be a mother. And I just love that. But if you want to know who said that, I was genuinely surprised. It was this guy, Robert A. Heinlein. And to anyone who thinks I mispronounced it, I'm truly sorry, but read German. Okay, so being a mother is an attitude, not a biological relation. And I've had many, and I had permission from my mom to say this. I've had many people in my life who have been like mothers to me, from people who have taught me karate, from our neighbors, to people who went to Texas and brought me back a giant cinnamon roll before, when I thought I would never go to Texas in my lifetime. Out to the people who taught me violin and piano. I've been truly blessed to have as many wonderful women teach me, and it really just hits at home seeing this quote, so I hope it resonates with the rest of you like it does with me. So, thank you, and we're back, so let's get right back to the questions. From Socks, we already did that, sorry guys. From Curious, what are some of your favorite things about your beautiful mother? Flattery gets you everywhere, Curious, thank you. But it's true, I do have a very beautiful mother. You can tell by my looks just how beautiful she is.
There's no conceit in our family.
Yeah, no conceit. Yeah, I have it all. But my favorite things about my beautiful mother, how beautiful she is. It makes me feel just great. But also just knowing I can come to her and talk to her about anything, any problems, and she'll listen. She never makes me feel ashamed when I've struggled, but she also is willing to say, hey, that's not how we do this. You know, there are standards that we are going for, and it's impossible to meet them all the time. But the important thing is to keep trying and not let one mistake define you. And she's also incredibly patient. Like, guys, when I get on a tangent, I'll talk about something for like an entire week, and I will just come downstairs and be like, oh, wait a minute, I had more to say on this, and she'll just stop whatever she's doing and listen. So to any mothers out there who want to have a good relationship with your son, probably all your children, but be willing to stop and listen. So, Sarah, how amazing she is. Yeah, that is one of my favorite things about my beautiful mother, and your mother is that amazing too, Sarah. So, y'all, please make sure to comment. And Mom, what were some of your favorite things about your beautiful mother?
I have the same kind of feeling that she dropped everything to help me out or listen to my woes. That was wonderful. And from the time I was born, she taught me that Jesus loves me, and I love that.
I forgot to mention that, yeah. Ooh, Dante says my mom taught me that God is in control. Oh my gosh, if that isn't what I've heard all my life, and it is so true. It's like, relax, God is in control. Or if you know the Dwight school, it's whatever it is, and punching. Like, anyway, no, my mom never taught me that, but relax, God is in control. That's probably my most favorite thing. So thank you for the question. From Missy Moo, they're just sharing, my mom always made us kids feel so special and cared for when we were sick. She would even sleep in the living room or on the other couch to be close to us. That is a great mother. You guys, seriously, please put in here what your favorite memories are of your moms, and yeah, anything. From Drewy. Aw, I'm going to bet this is from my brother, who also goes by Andrew. And when I was little, I called him Andu because I couldn't pronounce the dra sound. But Drewy says, my mom always told me, change your attitude, change your life. As I've grown up, I have seen that to be true, not only in my own life, but in those around me. A to the men. Haste, make waste, and change your attitude, change your life are the two best lessons my mom ever taught me. Aside from Jesus always loves you and you're never alone, and, so on.
Thank you, Andrew.
Yes, thank you, Drewy. Oh, Bella said she loves that she was willing to give up her career to teach us and raise us. That is amazing, Bella. Thank you for sharing that. All right, next we have Lily. My mom taught me the importance of taking responsibility for my response to life's circumstances. I can only control my response, and my focus needs to be on how best I can glorify God. So true, Lily. Thank you. From Galaxy. Hashtag mom memory. My favorite memory of mom is every day. Something she does every... Oop, hang on. Did I lose the audio? I don't think so. All right. My leg was cramping. Okay. My favorite memory of mom is every day. Something she does every day is remind me of what a strong and faithful Christian woman looks like. That's wonderful. Thank you, Galaxy, for sharing. Next, we have Child of the King. Question for your mom. What is your favorite thing about being Isaac's mom? And what are your hopes for his future? Wow, this is deep. Okay, man. Hang on, let me see. Okay, yeah, now we're good.
I absolutely love how Isaac can make me laugh almost all the time. And my hope for his future is that he will always walk with Jesus and never turn his back on his Savior and on the Word of God.
That's so sweet. Thank you. I hope I do I hope I live up to that. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, and Al says, I remember when my mom flew the first airplane in North Carolina. Well, that might be the Waite brothers. I get confused. Yes, that was the Waite brothers and the Wright brothers. And Bella also says, how much time she spends driving me around to all of my dance and theater stuff. Yes, that is a sign of a great mother when they're willing to drive you where you need to go. So, yeah. Make sure you keep your mom, Bella.
It's a joy for moms. I was so fortunate when we were living in Germany that they weren't allowed to drive there as teenagers. And so I got to drive them everywhere and get to use all that time to have such fun visits and make good memories.
That's beautiful. All right. Sorry about that. Next one. From Frequent Flyer, what has been your best vacation? This is a trap. I know it is, because someone's going to get offended by whatever I say. There are just so many, guys, especially in like the last year. I've gone up to help my brother move, and then I came up again to visit my brother after my nephew was born, and I was the first uncle to hold him, and it was just such an honor seeing such a little life in your hands and how fragile it is, and just seeing him consistently grow. It's like I got to keep visiting there. So there's just way too many to say. Recently I went up and my brother and I had a bachelor's weekend, and that was crazy. He made me drink spicy soda, and that's definitely memorable. I think my best vacation though probably is when I was living in Germany, and my brother and his soon to be girlfriend, fiance and wife, our families just got in a van and drove to Holland, and we spent like 2 weeks there. We got to see where, what was her name? Corrie ten Boom was in The Quiet Place, and we got to stand... The Hiding Place? Not A Quiet Place, that's a movie. The Hiding Place.
The Hiding Place is her movie.
And we got to stand where they actually hid the Jews from the Nazis. We got to see the life-size replica of the Ark, go to Keukenhof or Keukenhof, I'm not sure however accurate you want me to be with my Dutch, and it's one of the few places that made me recognize a flower's beauty, because all my life I'm like, oh, flowers, those are girly, and then you're just surrounded at Keukenhof, and it's like, wow, the tulips, yeah, the tulips, they're just incredible.
Van Gogh?
Yeah, then we got to see the Van Gogh Museum. It was just like one of the most memorable vacations ever, and I would arguably say it was the best.
And I think probably it was the wonderful because you had such low expectations because it was mom's dream vacation, not your dream vacation.
I didn't want to say
So
that.
you didn't have any high expectations of it.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. We also went to Italy and like plucked half a ton of olives, which was a lot of fun. A little hot, but it was prepping us for Georgia and Texas. So, what has been y'all's best vacation though? Because there are so many. That's a little taste. If you want to know more, ask. Okay. From David's fan club. Yes, finally. He has his own fan club. I knew it. Okay. What is your favorite thing about being an uncle, and what is a great memory you have of one of your uncles? That is a good one. My favorite thing about being an uncle, I get to be an uncle. Like, there's no greater honor knowing that I have a kid who will look up to me, yet I'm not completely responsible for. No, but just now I get to see this little guy who couldn't hold up his head do great things. I'm going to get to see him graduate kindergarten and high school and constantly have a reminder of what growth is. I don't think there's really one way to narrow it down, but for those of you who are uncles or aunts, what is your favorite thing about it? A great memory I have of one of my uncles, there's no shortage for any of them. But if I had to pick one that's coming to me right now, it would be, I know what my mom's going to say, but it's actually about the same uncle. One of my uncles, he just got unbaked cookie dough, and he put it on a plate and then microwaved it, and that was it. And he just gave it to us as a treat with a glass of milk. And this is like my favorite treat now when we have cookies. It's like, don't bake some of them. And we named them after him. We call them Uncle Rick cookies. So they're just some of my favorites. No, wait, better one. When we did a 5K with my Uncle Rick, and I didn't think I could make it, but I'm like, I want to try, so I'll run with Uncle Rick, and he's okay. And he wears blue jeans for this 5K where we are in direct sunlight the entire time. And as we're passing, everyone's like, oh my gosh, hey, are you sure you didn't want to wear shorts? And he's like, no way, this way I'm aerodynamic. And then as we're going after about like 20 minutes or so, he's like, Isaac, I gotta confess, these jeans are getting a little hot. And I just loved it so much. Okay, Mom, what was your favorite? Hang on, I'm gonna turn it to you because they need to see you at least once. Okay.
I'm not.
You look beautiful. Doesn't she look amazing, folks?
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, one of my favorites is when Isaac was little and he was eating ice cream with his uncle. And he said, oh no, I got a brain freeze. I wish I had a heater up there.
Oh, gosh.
And his uncle loves to tell that story.
Yes, they do. I hear it every time. Okay, Catherine says, best vacation was Myrtle Beach with my extended family all in one beach house. That's amazing.
Miss Kim Rowland.
Wait, Miss Kim says best vacation 2.5 years in Hawaii. Yeah, I'd like to visit Hawaii. And yes, Kim, I agree. She does look fabulous as always. Anna says you look so pretty. And Victoria says you always look heart.
Oh, you guys
Thank
need your
you.
eyes checked.
What? No, you need to get your eyes checked because clearly you can't see what everyone else does. Okay, but moving on. We are at our last one of the day. From Child of the King. My favorite memory about my mom is any time I came home as a teen from a youth event, hanging with friends or babysitting. She was always up waiting to hear about how my evening was. She was and is such a great listener. She loves me and all her kids well. That's beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. And Catherine, I do thank you. I love my mom as well. She is very beautiful. So, y'all, this has just been so much fun. Can't wait. We're going to get into our last segments just without my conservative in college and closing thoughts. And then I'm going to ask my mom for some advice for Mother's Day. And then I'll do my closing message. So let's get right to it. So this week, guys, wait, not philosophy phrases. Wrong one. Last week, courtesy of my acting professor, I had the opportunity to be an interviewer for a project that, when it's released, I'll be sure to share it with you guys. But it was about the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute, which is about people 50 and over going back to school. And it was incredible. And so I got to go on set from 9:30 to 3. And y'all, I'm just going to tell you, my eyes were opened. My acting professor has been doing this for over 40 years, and he said the mistakes people make when they do with an interview is they only have one camera angle. So we had three. And we all had lapel mics that were synced up to some of the cameras, so that way we had recorded audio, and we used cell phones because the cameras and phones are getting so well that you can just record with them. You don't have to buy an entire camera now. And then we just airdropped all the footage to a computer where he's doing the editing now. So it was incredible. Conservative in College isn't about me being edgy. It's just me sharing my experience in college with you guys. And I really hope I get to do more interviews in my life. I'm figuring out how I can get guests here because it's a bit of an issue with the format. But stay tuned so that way we can get that going. And I think we're just going to get to the closing thoughts now. So, Mom, as a mother, do you have any advice for mothers on Mother's Day or any advice to the children who are trying to make it special for their mom?
Well, I think mothers everywhere enjoy Mother's Day and the memories that they get to make. And as far as advice to children, make your mom a homemade card. They're the best. Pick her some flowers or draw her a pretty picture.
Mm-hmm. I like it. Thank you. Well, then here it is now, and you guys may want to lower your volume because it's going to get a little loud. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday! This Sunday is Mother's Day, and you know what that means? It means flowers and showering the mother in your life with love and affection. Do not disappoint her! Or in my case, my father, who insists we celebrate Mother's Day for an entire week, because he loves and cherishes my mother, and we should too. Which I do. I really love her a lot. So go, grasshoppers! Enjoy the weekend, and be sure to return next week and brag about what you did for your mother. God bless, and see you same time, same place. Pardon?
You didn't tell your movies.
I didn't tell my movies? Oh, right, yeah. What? Huh? Oh, yeah, okay. And if you guys didn't know the quotes that I did from early in the beginning, they were Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and Hunger Games, Mockingjay. God bless.